Hey everyone, Phylaris here. Kiz here, with the Karthus Jungle Clear Guide for patch 12.7. Karthus was given a buff this patch which allows him to clear the jungle 7 seconds faster. His Q now deals 10% increased damage to monsters. This increases his clear speed by 7 seconds, meaning that he can now clear at 254 rather than 301 with only one smite, making it the fastest clear in the game, beating out Dr. Mundo from last patch. Now, this video is going to be a bit special. Normally my clears are intended for use by anyone, but this clear is really only targeted at high elo players. It has very unique kiting, and I use a special ability and auto attack ratio that most people aren't comfortable with on Karthus. However, it is the best clear in the game if you get it down. Most people hear the advice to QQ auto on Karthus, and that is what I tell most people since it's easier to learn. And there isn't really a point in learning this advanced ratio unless you could clear by 305 last patch at least. If you can do that, it shows you have a good understanding of jungle clearing and Karthus' specific clear. Now the strength of the clear is to finish so fast that you're unable to be invaded on your red side jungle, and you finish fast enough to invade the enemy jungler in their blue side if they full clear from red. You can even get off a bot gank at a typical 4-camp jungler's timer. If you don't have an invade opportunity, or there is no gank opportunity, you can push bot lane to get prior for the scuttle crab. Karthus on this patch has the most solid and safest first clear in the game, along with the greatest jungle scaling. When mastered, he really is the absolute strongest pick in the jungle on this patch. I would expect him to be pick or ban in MSI if teams are putting in the time on him. To learn this clear, you're going to have to forget everything you know about Karthus' Q. Karthus' Q has 2 different cast times. The wiki says it's between those timers, but it really isn't. It's one or the other every single time, and it's not random. There is a pattern. This allows Karthus to not QQ auto, but he can QQ auto Q auto. This means that Karthus can weave in 33% more auto attacks, increasing his DPS and saving time throughout the clear. Now, there will be some cases that I'll show in the clear where you do use QQ auto, and that's simply because killing camps faster makes you reach the next camp slower. Basically, to increase your DPS, you have to sacrifice some kiting, and on certain camps like wolves, you don't want to sacrifice that kiting, but on other camps like blue buff, it is highly worth it. Be sure to start your clear within your Q range but outside of your auto attack range. You want to make sure that after 2 Qs, the blue buff will be within your auto attack range. First, Q at 129, and then follow up with your kiting ratio of QQ auto, Q auto. Pull it towards the Gromp, and blue buff will end up on 455. Allow it to take a tick of jungle item and smite it. Auto attack the Gromp to pull it towards you, and pull the Gromp towards your wolves. Make sure to use as much mana as possible without running out. Gromp gives you more mana based on how much you're missing after it dies. Make sure to land your Q on all of the wolves at once, and E until the baby wolves are dead. Make sure to QQ auto wolves and not QQ auto Q auto wolves since they die so fast anyways. Q the big raptor and make sure to land your Q on all raptors. Stop your E once the little raptors die and pull the raptors towards red buff. Q the red buff and QQ auto Q auto it down to Krugs. Isolate all of your Qs onto the ancient Krug and save your mana for when they split. Once they split, stand within all of them and Q and E all of them. Put an auto attack into each one that you can, distributing damage, and end the clear with 1 Q as the Krugs are falling. Thanks for watching, and feel free to subscribe. And as always, a big thank you to my Phylaris.